Hey YouTube. Today I'm going to tell y'all how to make Cajun peanuts. All you do is you boil them like you do regular peanuts. Do not add no peppers or anything like that until you get done boiling them until they're ready to sit. What I do with mine is I ain't gonna tell you all the ingredients because it's a family recipe, but a couple of ingredients I use is peppers. You can use habanero peppers. I use ghost peppers. There's world's second hottest pepper. The first one's the scorpion. I don't use those. Those are too hot. And add salt to it and a couple more hot sauce mixtures in with it to get it good and spicy. Now this one I added a good bit of peppers to it because when I was selling them, everybody was saying they were good. They wanted them a little bit more spicy. But as you can see, there's a couple peppers in there. A lot of them sank to the bottom. I just got done cooking them, and I cook them for 2 hours and let them soak. And then this pot I got over here. It's just regular peanuts. All I do with those is boil them for 2 hours and add salt to them. It varies, depends on how much you boil, how much you make in a batch or not, how much salt to add. The other day I made about 17 pounds and I added 2 cups of salt. Depends on how salty you like your peanuts. And I let them soak for, my regular ones I let them soak for about an hour to an hour and a half. I don't like let mine get too saturated with salt. Now my Cajun ones, I don't add as much salt. I add about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. But I let those soak for anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours. Just let them sit until I like them. But yeah, it's time consuming, but I started from scratch. I had one of my friends gave me somewhat of a recipe that he had for Cajun peanuts, and I just tweaked it a little bit to my liking. So far it's so good. I haven't had no complaints as far as people not liking them. Some people like them that they're not real spicy, but they have a kick to them. But any questions, don't feel free to subscribe, comment, let me know. Hope this helps. And if you're going to cook them on the stove, it's a little bit different story. I know before I started my own little peanut business, I sell them a little bit on the side. I cook them in these type pots for 2 hours. If I cook them on the stove, they're a pain in the butt because you got to constantly tend to them because it likes boiling water, and it boils the water out of them quick. I cook them on the stove for like 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. But the reason these cook so quick is because you got a constant rolling boil, which is on the stove. You got to boil, but they constantly move, so they cook quicker, and it saves on electricity or propane, whatever you're using. Now, what I do, I'm using just 2 little propane tanks, and I cut them up a little bit to get them to boil, and once they boil, I cut them way down so it just barely boils to save propane, because I live in South Carolina, and I think the cheapest I found around here is $15.50 to fill it completely up, tax and all included, which is pretty cheap. Everybody else is wanting $17, $18 before taxes. But rate, subscribe, comment. Hope this helps.